Welcome to another video from 919clinic.co.uk. I'm Rick Webber, and today I'm going to demonstrate to you two methods of taping the A2 pulley following a climbing injury to this structure. The first method I'm going to show you is called the H-taping method, and it was developed by Victor Sheffield and his colleagues in Germany. In their study they found that this method was more effective than the more traditional circumferential taping. I would use this method in the first week following on from an injury to protect the A2 pulley throughout the day. After that, I would use it to help allow you to begin climbing early during the climbing for rehab phase of your recovery. For this method, you will need an 8 cm long piece of zinc oxide tape with 2 cuts from either side, leaving a centimetre section in the middle. You place this section over the centre of the joint here for an A2 pulley injury in this part of the finger there. Place that over it. Okay. Then take the tape around the finger, firmly, but not so tight you're restricting the blood flow. Then what you need to do is bend the finger to 30 degrees and then repeat with these 2 sections of tape. So wrapping them around the finger firmly but not too tightly, so that it looks like this from that side and like that from that side. I'm now going to demonstrate the second method of taping. This taping method uses flexible kinesio tape. This tape provides support but allows free movement and blood flow. I would use this method of taping in the later stages of the climbing for rehab phase of your recovery, when you're beginning to push your grades and intensity back to your normal levels of climbing. First off, you'll need an 8 cm piece of kinesio tape, again with 2 cuts down the side, and if you can, I would round off the edges here, because this just stops it fraying. So here we are, here's one I prepared earlier. Fold the tape in half, in both directions, and then if you just pull it apart, it should tear along those folds that you've made. Okay, then what you want to do is to just fold back those inner sections here. Last one. Okay. Right. And you want to place this over the edge of the A2 pulley. So the A2 pulley is more or less in the middle of this first pad of the finger here. So the end of it will be roughly around there. So we're going to place that central section over that middle part of it. Don't put any tension on that point, just place it over it. Okay. Then turn the hand over. We want to spiral the tape around the finger. We're putting just a slight amount of stretch on. We're not stretching it as much as we can, just a little bit of stretch. Okay, and then the same with that side, and again we just want a little bit of stretch as it's coming up and round, spiraling round and up into these gaps into there. Okay, bend the finger 30 degrees and then repeat with the top bits. Again, slight bit of stretch, bringing it round so that it finishes. Try not to let it go right onto the fingertip, but we're on the edge of the finger, otherwise it will come off when you're climbing. Okay, and then the same with this other side, so spiraling round to finish on the side of the finger there. Okay, and that should look like that. Now this often doesn't feel as firm as the H-taping, but as you can see, it stays in place as I'm bending the finger. So it allows more movement and does give you protection while you're continuing to push your grade back to your normal level of climb. I would apply this tape at least half an hour before you start climbing to give the adhesive time to properly set and stick to the finger. Make sure the finger's completely clean and free of chalk before you apply it.